Alright, we're going to work a little bit today on handler reorientation, and what that means is we want your dog to look back at you when they've gone through a gate, when they've gotten out of a car, when they've gone through the front door, the back door. In other words, it's not just to take off and bolt or pull you down the sidewalk. It's reorient toward you. So let's try this with Talos. I want you to start with really, really good treats. If you're going to do this outside, you're going to have something fantastic. I've got Spam today. So I want you to have your leash across your body, clicker in the opposite hand, and then I'm just going to come out and we're going to wait for him to reorient. So I'm going to let him go through, and then I'm going to come through and stop, and I'm just going to wait. As soon as he looks back at me, click and treat. We're going to take another step or two. He quickly reorients right back to me. Nice job. Let's try that again. Come on, hey, bud. Come on. Good work. I'm going to wait for him to turn back. I gave him a little bit more leash that time. Good job. Close the gate. Off we go, pretending that we're going on our walk. I'm just going to wait here. He looks right back at me. So that's pretty good for a 1-year-old. He's what we call an adolescent, so he's a teenager, but in dog years. So not bad at all. All right, we're going to do the same handler, dog reorienting to handler. This is with Nemo. We'll see, he hasn't been out in a while, so he's going to love this. Tend to walk a little bit more. I'm just waiting for the dog to reorient toward me. Let's walk a little bit more. Good boy. All right, let's try that again. Come on, Mimi. Good job. Okay, Mimi. Are you ready, Mimi? Okay, let's go. Ideally, his leash wouldn't even get tight. I don't want that leash getting tight. But this is where we start from. If he's going to stay hanging out with me, I'll definitely click that. He doesn't need to get to the end of his leash to then turn and reorient. I'd rather have a dog that's just going to reorient to me. Come this way, Neems. Come this way. Good boy. This way, Neems. I'd much rather click with the dog here on my left than I would have to wait for him way out there. Let's try that again. Good boy, Neems. Come on. We'll do it one more time. Good boy, Neemy. Yay, Neemy. Come back this way. Come on. Ideally, we could add a weight onto this. I'd rather him wait before he bolts out. But that's not what we're working on right now. We're just working on handler, dog reorienting to handler. It's too much if I ask him to wait and reorient to me. It's too much for right now. We work on one thing at a time, so right now we're just working on the reorientation, which is pretty darn good. Good job, Nemo. It's even better if we can get a few behaviors out of the dog. Can you touch, Nemo? Please. It's too distracted to touch. Got traffic going by. Oh, but he can sit. Good boy. Good job. Work on the same thing with yet another dog. I want you to see all the different kinds of dogs you might encounter. I've got them all. This is Lily. So out she goes, and I'm going to wait for her to reorient toward me. Pretend we're going to walk. Good girl. girl. Let's try again, girlie. There you go. Good girl. Are you ready, Letty? Ready to go? Are you ready to go? Can you speak? Speak. Speak. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go. She immediately reorients toward me. She's a veteran. Lily's the eye contact queen, as you can see. She's very good at this. Lily, sit. Lily, touch. Lily, down. Okay, up. Remember Nemo could just sit. That's all. He couldn't touch. He couldn't do anything. He's very nervous. There's a tractor out there making a lot of noise. They're doing landscaping behind us, and I think the smell bothers him. I can't smell it, but he's been very nervous all this morning, so he can't do well out in public when there's even minor distractions such as a tractor, which is the next driveway up, which is half a block maybe. So Nemo has a hard time. Lily has not a hard time. Let's try one more time so you can see how nicely she turns and looks. And again, this is not a weight. I'm not working on weight here. She's looking before I even get out the gate, that's perfect. That's what's reorienting. And you start here. You start at your house where it's going to be really easy for the dogs to get it right. And then you move. My next piece, I think, is going to be in a car. The dog's getting out of a car. Here's Lily, completely not facing what's out there and orienting to me, her handler. So that's perfect. Excellent job, Lil. All right, we're at our last dog for this demonstration. This is Yellow Lab Tango. Let's see how he does. Come on, Tango. See how quickly he reorients. So it took him a little while. Came charging out like he was really going to go somewhere. Good boy. Let's try that again. Come on, bud. Okay, ready? Much better. Good boy. Let's try that again. Ready? Release. The reason I said release is Tango's got a natural weight, and so he was sort of waiting for me to give him permission to go, so I went ahead and did it. Let's try one more time. Come on, bud. See if I can get him charged up a little bit. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Come on, then. Can you speak? Yeah, good boy. Okay, let's go. Let's go. So even then, even when I get him charged up, he remembers, oh yeah, turn around and look at her. That's good stuff. Sit. Oops, sorry, but I dropped it. Touch. Sit. Speak. Good boy. Good boy. So that's 4 different dogs doing the reorienting toward the handler. That's what we're looking for. Basically, all that means is, does the dog know that you're at the other end of the leash with him? That's what we're looking for. I don't want you guys walking your dogs on a leash that is this tight, and if you drop the leash, the dog would be gone. I want the dog checking back in with you, and this is how we start. Whenever you leave or enter a place, whether it's your house, your backyard, your car, practice this handler reorientation. Practice, and you just stand there. That's all you have to do is have your clicker, have some really high value treats, especially if you're outside, have some really high value treats. And as soon as they reorient, and I'm not giving them any hints, I'm just standing there waiting until they turn toward me. As soon as they turn toward me, clicking, offering a goodie. The more you do that, the more quickly they'll reorient toward you, and the more they'll care that you're at the other end of the leash. The worst thing to have is a dog that doesn't care that you're at the other end of the leash. So this is one quick exercise that will help you get your dog to recognize that you indeed are an important end of the other end of the leash, okay?